For this project, I have this cherub angel that I would like to make over, and I'm going to start by painting it with this chalk paint right here in the color Slate. Okay, so the paint has dried. Now I'm going to go in with a layer of lighter chalk paint. It's called Moonstone. So I do like the matte finish that the chalk paint gives, but I want a little bit more texture, maybe some crackling and crazing. So I have mixed up some Sweet Pickins milk paint in the color Mercantile, and it has been setting for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint my figurine with the milk paint. So the milk paint has dried overnight and it needs to be sealed in, so I'm going to be using Sweet Pickins oil wax in the white finish. So it's been a little over 20 minutes and I'm going to go ahead and wipe off all the oil wax. I still feel like it needs a little something else. So I don't want it to be too dark, but I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try some fusion wax in the color Espresso and see how that works. It was getting kind of late last night when I was finishing up, but I had a little bit of milk paint left, so I found this sign. It said something about going to the beach, and I just put one coat of milk paint on it, and I decided I wanted to use the Cottage mold from Iron Orchid Designs. I haven't used this mold yet this summer, and so I thought I better get that done. So I thought I wanted to make a wall decor, and I thought this would go perfect with the little cherub that I painted, kind of like a French cottage style wall decor. And so I made all of these castings. I will insert a clip of me making one of the castings. And so as you saw me making one of the castings, I did the same thing for each one of these. And I used the DOS air dry clay to create those castings. I think it turned out beautiful. I have not glued them on yet. I'm going to let them set up just a little bit, and then I'm going to be gluing them on. And I'm gonna try to decide what kind of finish I want on this. I really kind of like the way it looks now, but we'll see what I decide to do. I really didn't want to use white wax on this, and I didn't want to use like the brown espresso wax. So I've never done this before, but I took the Dixie Belle white wax and the Fusion espresso wax, and I've created like a light tan wax. And I'm going to try that on this and see if I can highlight some of these beautiful molds. I should also mention that the molds have dried overnight, and I did put a clear spray sealer over the molds and the milk paint because the milk paint had not been sealed in yet. I like the way the wax looks, but I still think I want it a little bit darker. So now I'm just going to go in with the Fusion espresso wax very lightly and wipe it back really quickly. So that is more of the look that I was going for. Can you see the difference? There's just a very little bit of difference, but I feel like it highlights the mold just a little bit better. So I'm going to go around and do that to all of the molds. So I have this vase that I purchased earlier this summer at a garage sale, and although I like it because it does have texture, I think I just want to add a little something to it and maybe add just a little bit different color. So I have this cake fondant mold from Wilton, and it has like the rope beading style mold in here. And that's what I'm going to do. I've casted one of those already, and I'm going to add it to the top. I just think it adds a little bit something to the vase. So I have quite a bit of that wax left on these paper towels, and I'm just going to lightly rub it on the vase. I have a little bit left on my brush too. I'm just going to see how I like this. I think I do like it. So I'm going to continue all the way around the vase. So I have this box. It's still nice as it is. I just feel like it's a little bit outdated. And I could paint it if I wanted to, but I really like the sides and the back. I think the whole box is still in really good shape. I just want to give it an update. For what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take off this little hinge right here. And then I'll be putting that back on when I'm finished. Okay, so I have the little closure off for now. And I have a lot of little transfer pieces that I need to be using up. So I'm going to try this, and I may not like it, but I'm going to put a transfer right over the top of the image that's already on here, and I'm going to see what it looks like. I think I kind of like it. I mean, I'll be putting the hinge back on, so it'll be like that. I don't think it looks too bad, and I think the colors blend really well. So I'm going to do the same thing for the top. I have this piece of transfer, and I'm going to be trying this on the top. Once I take the white backing off, I can kind of see better where to place my transfer, so I can cover up the parts that I want to cover up and still try to get it center. I really like the way it looks. I think the colors look really good with the print that was already on there. The transfers do need to be sealed in, so I'm going to be sealing it in with Dixie Belle clear coat in the flat finish. But let me know in the comments what you think about this. I can still see a little bit of the Paris right there, which is awesome, but it just updated it. So I have one more little decor piece that I want to work on. This will be a really quick makeover. I don't like the color of this at all. I like the shape. So I'm just going to start off by giving it a coat of fusion paint in the color Chateau. Just a little helpful hint. I feel like sometimes the lids are very hard to get off of my paint. So I have been using like a little piece of just shelf liner. And it kind of grips and helps me open my paint. So I hope that will work for you too. So to highlight some of the detail, I'm just going to use the Dixie Belle gel stain in the Au Naturel color. I like the gel stain, but I just felt like it needed to be just a little bit darker. And so I am using the Fusion Wax in the color Espresso. And then I'm just wiping it back just to give it a little bit more aged look. I hope you enjoyed this French cottage style video today. I really liked the way all of the projects turned out. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.